Good afternoon and welcome to Sunday Brunch. I'm your host, Lynda D. Brown, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to my kitchen. One of the things that my partner and I decided to do back in September when we left the Ferguson station and we started our own One Nation Network. I saw this place that we went to. They had a kitchen, and I said, "Oh my God! Not only can I do my Sunday brunch from here, but if I have some friends that love to cook, and I have a niece that's a great cook, I said we could actually, have them do a show for One Nation Network and actually broadcast it there." Well, unfortunately, things didn't work out as we planned. So instead of giving up, what do? You just go to step B. So so welcome to Sunday Brunch again. We're streaming live on my Facebook page, and what I want to do is go ahead and see if I can set this up as a watch party. So bear with me. And I'm also trying something new with Facebook, so bear with me. I'm trying to do the screen share that Facebook has set up. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see. So we're going to do Sunday brunch. All right, so we're on with Lynda. Okay, and there we are. Hello. So we're going to go live. There we go. I'm going to add that to the queue. All right. So if you guys want to join in. Let me make sure I don't have just me. Now it's public. All right, so everybody can now see that. I was actually doing a testing on my other one, so let me make sure I'm absolutely public here. You guys, if you can see me, feel free to log on to my Sunday Brunch page, a Sunday Brunch with Lynda D. Brown. Like the page, and then once you appear down here, if I see you in the description area, I can actually click on you because I've actually I put an invitation out to all of my African friends. I'm in again this season. We're going to discuss Africa, the diaspora. We're going to be talking about Ghana's 2019 year of return. I'm hoping to get the travel agent. I switched up travel agencies as I made that move again. So again, I'm always busy doing something. But I also decided to switch up agencies, and so she just sent me some information. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and use my phone here because I'm not sure if the screen sharing is going to work the way that I want it to. And I'm really upset. I'm going to have to probably reach out to Facebook and tell them that it didn't quite work. Share button on Facebook, okay? Because I've got it up. I've entered it into my, I've added that extension. So bear with me. I'm just going to see if I can get back here. But we have a lot of stuff to discuss today, guys. So okay, so the watch party is about to begin. And let me turn this down. Reach out to Facebook. Bear with me. There we go. Because I'm going to be using this as I try to see if I can get all the articles that I posted on my Sunday brunch page to talk about what's going on. It's a lot of stuff going on, guys, with Africa. It is just amazing. Mr. Putin said some things. Germany said some things. So before we get started, bear with me. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to show my wonderful promo that my business buddy and my co-host of my One Nation show created for me. He is so fabulous. He just doesn't know how wonderful he is. He's blessed me with some of his cameras so that I can have a really good Sunday brunch show. That's when you know that you've been truly blessed. All right, so it looks like it might come up, guys, so bear with me. Let's see, that's the new promotion for our One Nation. And I think I put one in here. I know he gave me one for Sunday brunch. Let's see. That was our new station, new location. So again, if you're in the diaspora and you have a business, because one of the things that we're definitely looking for are businesses, please contact me. You can contact me online by going, you can email me at sundaybrunchwithlynda@gmail.com. You can also go right to our Facebook page and like it there. Now look at this. Now, of course, I can't find what I'm looking for. I just, this is just me not being prepared. I do apologize. That's One Nation opening. That's Sunday Brunch. It was so great, guys. He had my books on there. Oh, here it is. I just found it. So bear with me. Let's see if I can get this puppy to show, okay? And it is really fabulous because for those of you that don't know me, I had the Author Chat podcast from 2011 until 2017. And then I kind of got away from it and started doing other things. And then I ended up meeting my co-host. And we started in Ferguson, like I mentioned earlier. And then we just decided to, because, but you very rarely meet somebody who thinks like you, and you're on the same page when it comes to business. Well, this is exactly what I was blessed with. So let me see if I can get this to share with you guys. Okay, bear with me. This is a great promo. Let's see if it shares. Let's see. Might have to minimize it a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. If you're on, just let me know. But this is my promo. Look at this. This is taking over my whole screen. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys got a chance to see that. I really did. If not, we're going to see what I can do to try to incorporate that into our show. I was so used to doing that when I was using Blog Talk Radio back when I did the Author Chat show. So I'm just going to keep this window up because there we go. So we've got a lot of stuff on there. So hey Janetta, hey Yomiko, all my TWA ladies. We used to work at TWA at American Airlines. If you guys were able to see that promo for my Sunday Brunch show, could you leave me a message in the comments? I would really appreciate it. All right, so I just want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by Stacy's Novelties and Gifts, which is located in Mid Rivers Mall. Stacy has a fabulous collection of sugars and spices for you guys to check out. When I say she's fabulous, believe me when I say these things are fabulous. My co-host has been over there. He lives right around the corner, so he's always over there. So I just sent her a text message today to let her know I'm headed out there Thursday so that I can pick up some things for Christmas. So if you're in the St. Louis area or the St. Louis metro area and you're looking for some good sugar scrubs or some salt scrubs, please check out Stacy's Novelties and Gifts. Again, she's located at Mid Rivers Mall. Her hours of operation, bear with me, I think I had a card around here somewhere. I don't think I have it with me. She's normally Monday through Friday, I think it is. It's 9 to 9 or 10 to 9, and Saturdays, and let's see, that also might be Saturday hours, and Sundays from, I want to say 10 to 6 maybe. I'll make sure that I put that information in our Sunday Brunch page on our Facebook page, so that way you guys can get that. Also, make sure you tell her that you heard about her shop from One Nation TV, because we're promoting her on all of our shows. And remember, we have two networks. We've got the One Nation Network, which hosts the Sunday Brunch show, and also my One Nation live show that airs on Tuesday. And we had a great show last Tuesday, so make sure you guys go in and like that page as well, so that way you'll get notifications whenever we broadcast. And also, my co-host has a universal hot talk radio show that basically centers on wrestling. As a matter of fact, we did a wonderful tribute to Mr. Larry Mattisek. For those of you that are in the St. Louis area, you might remember Wrestling at the Chase. You guys remember that? I know I do. We used to watch that, try to get dressed for church. My dad, who never went to church, would always have it on. So in the midst of getting yelled at by mom while we're trying to get ready for church, we'd shoot in there into the TV room where my dad was and watch wrestling and see what's going on. Harley Race, I mean, all of them. And then I actually grew up with Iceman King Parson. Woohoo, King Parson, a great person who actually in I can't remember what year that was in. I know I had my son, so I want to say the 80s. He ended up bringing the Von Erichs to St. Louis, and he stopped by, and we got a chance to meet him. It was wonderful. Unfortunately, a lot of those guys are no longer here. I think it's one brother left. So I hope that they get a chance to reach out. Hopefully they found out about Larry's death. Jason, my partner, is actually at the funeral now. I didn't get a chance to make it because I had to do my Sunday brunch show. I'd like to welcome Mr. David Nally, who's joined us. David is actually my friend in Ghana, Africa. I'm looking to go to Africa. You know, we're going to talk about the Ghana 2019 year of return. We're going to talk about that, because I actually got some information, and David, I'm glad you're on. I sent you an email. I'm not sure if you got that, but let's see if I can pull this up. I have a wonderful lady that's going to be, you know what, I can actually do it up on my phone. I don't know why I keep doing that. I actually had a wonderful, found a wonderful travel agency and on the East Coast that basically goes to Africa on a regular basis. So I reached out to her because, you know, I had actually reached out to a local agents from somebody that I knew, but they weren't quite where I needed them to be. So I ended up contacting her, and she sent me an email back. I'm going to try to get her or one of her representatives on this show, because guys, there's some things that happened this week. I don't know if you've been watching the I don't know if you've been watching the summit, the G20 Summit over in Australia, I believe it is this year. But whoa, we're going to talk about that. So I'm going to definitely make sure that I talk about the G20 Summit with Vladimir Putin and MSB, Mohammed Salim bin Laden, whatever his name is, you know, the guy, the prince that's over Saudi Arabia. Seriously. Oh, and I also have been getting some information. David hooked me up. Thank you again, David, with one of his contacts. That I've reached out to him, and they're sending me really great emails. So bear with me. Let's see if I can find this one that I just got from Gay Nail. Bear with me. Because David also has a travel agency in, oh, maybe she sent that to my Lynda Brown page. He also has a travel agency. So I'm going to try to get out there for my birthday in April and then turn around and go back out there, because she was mentioning, let's see if I can pull it up. The information that she received. So bear with me just one second. Let's see if I can find this. Let's get now. Henderson Travelsley. Okay, so it wants to really give me a hard time here, huh? Okay, hold on. There we go. Henderson Travel. There we go. All right, so this is what I received last week. All right. All right, so she said, "Hi, Lynda. I haven't forgotten about you. I've been communicating with my tour operator in Ghana regarding the 400-year anniversary of the diaspora." And for those of you that might not be familiar with that, it will be 2019 will mark 400 years. Most of the blacks that are ancestors that were in Africa, most of them had fled into Africa after they were attacked, just totally attacked. And so they lived there, and then all of a sudden we started having people from Portugal, England, all the colonizers started coming in, and they wanted free labor. Don't even get me started, okay? They wanted free labor. So that's how a lot of us ended up over here in the US of A. In 1619, I think the first Africans actually landed in Virginia. And I know that my parents or my ancestors were definitely part of that, because those of you that watch my show know that I've had my DNA test done from Ancestor DNA. And I know it's a lot of flack about getting that done, but I'm going to tell you something. It made me feel like I knew a little bit more about who I am and where we came from. And I really encourage a lot of you, especially those in my community. And when I say my community, I'm referring to African Americans. I don't have my tea, so I'm sipping my little Sprite here. to get your DNA, because, you know, guys, it's a lot of our history that has been stolen from us, hidden from us, that we really don't have a clue who we are. And this is why I think we tend to act out the way that we do. But we're going to talk about that more later. But anyway, getting back to my communication from Miss Henderson from Henderson Travel. So if you're in the East Coast area and you're looking to do some really overseas trip, I highly recommend Henderson Travel. She's been in this business for years. Let's see. So she says, I've been communicating with my tour operator in Ghana regarding the 400-year anniversary of the diaspora, and I've been advised that to date, there is no definite program plan. Now, I already knew that because my good friend David Nally had already reached out to me and told me that what the information he gave me was sort of tentative. And so just to show you, David, how that kind of lines up with what you told me, she says there is, however, a very colorful cultural program called PANAFEST, and that's PANAFEST for the Pan-Africans, that is already scheduled for the summer of 2019. I am working on a tour to PANAFEST in Ghana right now and would love to have you consider it as an option. The dates are July the 30th through August the 10th. And David, that's very close to the dates that you gave me a couple months ago. And the itinerary includes Accra, which is the main capital of Ghana, ACCRA, Elmina, and Cape Coast slave castles, Kumasi, and more. And David, those are basically the same itinerary that you sent me. So she asked me to let her know she's going to put together a proposal for me. We're going to use this as, I'm trying to see if I can get sponsors, big sponsors for this, because I think a lot of us need to try to get back there to Africa just to see what's going on. We're seeing the persecution that we're going through here in the U.S., and I know it's going to be very, very hard. I'm actually working on a book. For those that I am an author, you can find a lot of my books on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. Look for Lynda, Lynda. Always put that middle initial D as in David or dangerous. And my last name is Brown, like the color. Most of my books, majority of my books are available in paperback, all ebook formats, and also audiobooks. And so, I think that we need to explore other options. Here's why I say this. Now, I'm going to see, bear with me. I really don't want to do it here. Okay, let me just see if I can. Oh, I really want the screen share to work. I wonder why it won't work. Oh, that drives me crazy. Okay, let's see if I look at my options over here. Create poll. Let's see if I hit create poll. See video insights. I might be able to find something over here. So I do want to create a poll, and that would be, do you think it's time for Black African Americans or Blacks to think about leaving the US of A? So let's go ahead and put that poll question on here. I'm going to put to explore other options to leave United States of America. And I think that's a fair question. The sad thing is, to answer options would be yes and no. Yep. So option 1 would be yes, and option 2 would be no. So again, I would like for you guys to go ahead, and if you get a chance, go ahead and answer that. Oh, there it is. It popped up. Do you think it's time for Blacks to leave the United States? We just heard about another shooting right around Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was just this past Thursday. Apparently, there was this young man in Alabama who was a vet. Actually, I think he was still in the military, home for the holidays, was at this mall. And this is why I don't do Black Fridays. If I'm doing online shopping, guess where I go? I go straight online, especially I wait for Cyber Monday and get all these great deals. But once again, all the police officers saw was, oh, we're getting some answers there. Great. All the police officers saw was a gun, and they shot and killed him. So, okay, so guess what? I have another question. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I'll let that go. Let me see. I want to see if I can get my screen share on here, guys. Bear with me. But so one of the questions that I've asked on not only this show, but also on my One Nation show, and if you guys like that, please go. There it Okay. I want to hold on. Let me see if I can create. Bear with me, guys. Oh, I've already created a watch party. Event logs. Okay. Yay. Okay. Okay. Create watch party with video. I'm going to go ahead and just create another watch party here. All right. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. You know, guys, I love this Facebook and all this great stuff. Let's see. So I'm going to put season 2, episode 2 of Sunday Brunch. And today's thing is called What's Going On in Africa? Okay, because like I said, we've got some really good stuff to talk about. And I want, like I said, I've definitely add video. Oh, okay. I definitely want those of you, no, we're going to stay on this page. There we go. Oh, it didn't like that. Show on a page you manage. Oh, do I need to put add video? Hold on, guys. I'm getting back there to you. I'm so excited. Unfortunately, I have started depending on my partner, on my business buddy, to do all this, and I got a little lax. So it's time for me to get back on my butt and my game, and you know, and help this man out because he is really, really fabulous. Okay, let's see. I don't know what's going on here. No, we're not going to end the live video. Okay, so not sure what's going on there, guys, but I'm going to go ahead.